Trooper First Class Peltier, you will be remembered for the countless lives you touched, and the impact you had will be ingrained in us forever.
You weren't just my husband. You were my home. You were my heart.
Right now at 7, we're remembering a fallen trooper. We're going to have a look at the support from across the state and the country as Trooper First Class Peltier was laid to rest.
Good morning, and thanks for joining us at 7 o'clock here on The Wax. I'm Nicole Nalepa.
And I'm Caitlin Nuclo. We have a lot to get to this morning, but first we do want to get a quick check on the weather. So let's say hello to meteorologist Scott Gagliardi with your first alert forecast. And we do have a first alert to talk about, right, Scott?
That's right. Good morning, ladies. Yeah, we still have a first alert in effect for this morning for some periods of heavy rain. Luckily, the heaviest of the activity is a bit farther towards the south, but certainly some issues with travel and poor visibility. You'll take a look at our first alert live radar, and you see some showers through Hartford and points farther towards the north, but the heaviest rainfall is certainly right now through about New London County, and it still isn't that terrible out there, but certainly leave some extra time. If you're heading out in this area, you notice we're seeing some showers through Essex and Old Lyme down through Route 9 and 95 over towards New London. A live look outside in New London, you notice the visibility is a bit lower. A lot of clouds out there and certainly some showers at this hour. Temperatures, though, very warm this morning. We're looking at those upper 60s and even some lower 70s, 72 degrees in Windsor Loch, 71 in Hartford, 69 in Meriden, and 70 degrees in New Haven. Remember, our high temperature this time of year is 77, so to be within 5 degrees of that at 7 a.m. in the morning is pretty impressive. And notice our hour-by-hour forecast, a few scattered showers for the rest of the morning, a break this afternoon, and then some more storms possible later this afternoon, some of which could be on the stronger side. We'll have the very latest and time all those out, though, coming up in about 10 minutes. Good morning, Caitlin.
Good morning, Scott. Good morning, everybody. We're clicking over to 7:02 here. Let's get you a check on those roads. If you're heading out the door to head to work or bring the kids to school here this morning, let's start you off with your drive times and speeds. Hartford to New Haven on 91, Waterbury to Hartford, 84 eastbound heading in toward the capital city, doing very well across the majority of the state, and then typical delays. 95 southbound New Haven to the George Washington Bridge. You can see that 113-minute drive time. The Parkway really backing up. And then again, just a reminder, weather and traffic together. I'll reiterate what Scott has been saying. Those roads are wet. We've got reduced visibility across the state, so you want to budget in some extra travel time here. Some good news, though, as you're heading out the door here this morning. We had an earlier incident. The roadway had been blocked off in East Hartford at Route 15 southbound right before exit 90. This has cleared, so we're back open at this time. You can see all those residual delays have subsided, so things are moving along much better. Still dealing with this crash in Middletown, 91 northbound between exits 20 and 21 with the right lane blocked off. You can see state police, a tow truck on scene, other emergency vehicles. We had an overturned vehicle off to the side of the road. It looks like it's back upright. Traffic, though, is slowing down through the area. Those roads, again, are wet. Please make sure that you're staying safe as you're heading out the door. I'm Caitlin Francis with your Connecticut Chevy First Alert Traffic Report, driven by your Connecticut Chevy dealers.
And we want to get right back to that East Hartford breaking news, where we've learned about that crash that shut down part of Route 15 southbound this morning.
Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Olivia Schuler has more.
Caitlin and Nicole, very recently we learned from Connecticut State Police that there's actually 2 pedestrians that are involved in this crash. Connecticut State Police say there are serious injuries reported. However, they have not given any details into how these pedestrians are involved in this accident that took place. We know that this happened around 1:30 this morning, and just behind us here you can see this tree line. Behind these trees, that's actually where Route 15 is and where that accident took place. It is closed before exit 90. This is a video we were able to get while passing the accident. In this video, you can see the nose of 2 cars hit one another and into a concrete side barrier. You can see that there are about a dozen Connecticut State Police cruisers blocking off the road and investigating the crash. Now, for commuters, this is an area you do want to avoid this morning. You are not able to get to 91 South from Route 84, but Caitlin Francis is giving you traffic alerts all morning long on how to find detours to get around this area. We are working to find out how many people are injured and if there is any preliminary information about the cause of this crash. It's not clear if the pedestrians were walking along Route 15 or if they were outside one of the cars. Now, I do want you to expect that Route 15 South right by exit 90 is going to be shut down for several hours. This is an extreme incident that crews are working on right now, so definitely avoid the area if you are getting out this morning. And any new information that we do learn from Connecticut State Police, you will be the first to know. In East Hartford, Olivia Schuler, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
My brother may be gone, but I know I will always find peace when I see his face and my nephew Troy and his aunt and Zach.
Thousands of mourners from all over the country paid their respects yesterday to fallen Trooper First Class Aaron Peltier. The service was a tribute to how many lives were touched by the husband and father to two young boys.
Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Marcy Jones live in our studio to give us a recap of the final goodbye. Marcy.
That's right. Good morning. Well, law enforcement officers from North Carolina, Vermont, Pennsylvania, and beyond all joined hundreds of friends and loved ones to show support to the family of the fallen trooper. Hearts were especially heavy watching his grieving wife and two young sons say goodbye. The solemn mourning began with a procession from Della Vecchia Funeral Home in Southington to the Xfinity Theater in Hartford. Hours before the services started, members of law enforcement, fire crews, and community services streamed in to prepare for the emotional day ahead. Troopers carrying flags, an enormous show of canine divisions, and others participated to honor a life taken too soon. Even though the theater was filled with thousands, the services still felt very intimate, especially when his wife, Dominique, spoke about losing the love of her life.
To my honey, you weren't just my husband. You were my home. You were my heart. You were my safe place and my provider. I love you and I miss you. I just freaking miss you. The light in our smiles will be forever dimmed. And the thought of this world without that laugh seems unimaginable, but it's already become real.
The GoFundMe to support the family has reached more than $555,000. We have a link up on our website at WFSB.com if you wish to donate. And coming up in the next half an hour, we're going to hear from Trooper Aaron Peltier's brother. Guys.
All right, Marcy, thank you. Meanwhile, the criminal case against the man accused of causing Trooper Peltier's death is moving forward. Alex Oyola Sanchez is charged with crashing into Trooper Peltier last week in a hit and run. We expect that case to be moved to the docket that handles more serious crimes. This is a procedural hearing to move the case to what the court calls Part A. It's going to happen in New Britain later today. He is not expected to be in attendance.
And the chief of police in East Lyme has been suspended with pay after he was arrested for allegedly punching a woman in the face. You're taking a look at file footage of Chief Michael Finkelstein. State police arrested him for disorderly conduct and breach of peace Monday night. Investigators say that he got into a physical fight with a woman at his home in East Lyme while drinking. The victim initially told officers that Finkelstein punched her in the face, although later claimed that he hit her by mistake. State police are still investigating.
And the time right now, 7:08. We're still dealing with some showers out there across our state, periods of heavier rain. Here's a live look outside our iCam in New Haven, and you do notice that there are plenty of raindrops that we had at least earlier this morning. Still wet roadways right now. A live look in stores. It's a very foggy look there, and you're seeing some showers in the area as well. First Alert Live Radar shows them through Hartford and points farther towards the south. A few showers right now if you're traveling along I-91 from Hartford up through Bradley. Nothing too terrible, but certainly leave some extra time and some extra traveling distance. A live look down in say New London County. We're doing okay there, but if you notice towards Greenport and the North Fork of Long Island, a heavier shower will most likely make its way into coastal, say, New London County over the next 20 to 30 minutes or so. A few more showers through Fairfield County, but a bit farther zooming out, you notice a lot of the heavy activity is much farther towards the south, even south of Long Island, so certainly dodged a bullet there. But if you head out this morning, it is warm out there, temperatures upper 60s and lower 70s. We do get a little break in the action around noon, and then some storms are possible later. I'm going to time all those out, though, coming up with our full weather in about 10 minutes.